Hey guys, it's me, Hunter Skulls, and today I'm gonna be teaching you how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. So for starters, you have monster cards, trap cards, and spell cards. And what each of those do is that they come into in their like own specialties, like they have their own abilities and everything. Let's start off with the monster cards. So the monster cards, they're the ones that attack and defend your life points. Well, well, they don't attack your own, but they attack your opponents. And as you can see, these stars are considered their level. Depending on the level is the way how you summon them. If they're for level 4 and below, then you can normal summon them. But if they're 5 and above, you have to tribute summon. And tribute summoning is that you have to sacrifice a monster or more in order to summon them. Which in this case, I could summon this card by itself because it's level 4. And as you can see, it has an effect. And if you read and depending on its effect, it shows what it does. Now onto the trap cards. So the trap cards are mainly what you do during your opponent's turn. During your opponent's turn, you can activate these cards so that you could set up a trap for what they summon or set down. But for the Call of the Haunted, as you can see, I could during my during once I cannot speak today, but so during your opponent's turn, you can special summon one monster from your graveyard, and bring him back to the field. Like say he was destroyed. No, I am back alive. It's like saying that. Now onto the final thing. Spell cards. Spell cards come into very different things, such as continuous, normal spells, and let's see what other spells. Oh yeah, there's also quick effect, and let's see what other spells are there. There's also, I believe that's it. Oh yeah, and also there's this card called polymerization, which allows you to fuse two monsters, and they have to be specifically two monsters to fusion summon like one of these bad boys. Yeah. And as you can see, the way how you could tell that it's a fusion monster is that it even has the word fusion in it. Okay, now on to my next piece of advice. There's this thing. So there's these things called oddies. I mean not oddies. Synchro monsters. And what synchro summoning is that you need to have a monster that is a tuner. And I'll show you a tuner here. And this is a tuner. As you can see, it says it in the name. Hold up a bit. Sorry for the pause, but what tuners do is that they allow you to give you the chance to summon a synchro monster, and the way how you do it is that first you get your tuner, and you need to get another monster, such as this one, and the way how you synchro summon is that you need to add up all their levels. So in this case, this level is actually 7, so I need to get her and this thing, because this is level 3 and 4, and you could just say I synchro summon, and then you could pick whatever monster, and specifically it needs to be with what it says, such as it says. Let me clear it up. I don't know if it's clearing up. It says one tuner plus one or more non-tuner monsters. So you need to get a monster that doesn't say tuner in the effect slash monster type area. Okay, now onto normal monsters. Normal monsters don't have an effect. They just have their level, attack, and defense. So what they do is that you could, since this is a level 7, I need to sacrifice 2 monsters. Sorry for the delay. Sorry for the pause. Now if I mean, these monsters have no special value. They're just monsters that like to kick ass. Also, my piece of advice when you're summoning monsters like those, I recommend that you use this spell card. Hold on, let me find it right now. Oh, here it is. It's called Ancient Rules. And what Ancient Rules does is I could special summon 1 level 5 or higher monster. Normal, as you can see, it says normal from my hand. And afterwards, I could probably special summon him, the Dark Magician. Now the kind of deck that I have is pendulums, and what pendulums do is that, as you can see, they have these things on the side of their cards, and what those are is what determines the pendulum scale that they have. The pendulum scale comes from, I think, 1 through 12, I believe. I'm not so sure, but I'll look it up later or something else. But as you can see, this one's 8. What's it called? And if I have another pendulum monster such as this one, and this one's 4, I could say I'm gonna switch the pendulum scale. I cannot speak today. See, I can't even speak today. You say I'm gonna switch the pendulum scale from 8 to 4. And what this does is that you could summon up to 2 monsters that are between the levels 7 and 5, because apparently you cannot summon levels 8 through 4 or 4 through 8. Okay. Now onto the next monster cards. Okay, this is called an Xyz monster. And what Xyz monsters do, and the way how you summon an Xyz monster is that you need 2 monsters that have the same level, and apparently they with the same level. Well, at least 2 monsters with the same level, and apparently for this one you need 2 dragon types. Let me fix the camera a little bit. Yeah, it says it needs 2 level 7 dragon types. And as you can see, this one's also a pendulum monster. And apparently their effects are random. Like they could say, oh, to be honest, I don't even know. For this one, if it was Xyz summon, it could destroy. Let's see. What does it say? Hold on, let me zoom. Let me zoom in. There we go. It says that I can detach 1 Xyz monster and destroy as many cards that my opponent controls, such as spell, traps, monsters, and many more. And if I do, he gains 200 attack for each monster, a spell, or trap. And my camera's. Okay, now for my final I cannot speak today. For my final monster or slash card, that I want to speak about is this thing called link summoning. To be honest, I don't know what link summoning is. I don't know how it works, but my friend told me that apparently you need to go through a lot of crap to just summon one monster. He said that you need to summon a card, and then all of a sudden you need to activate this spell card that summons another monster, and then you could summon that and then you could say I link summon this monster. And apparently for this monster, you need two monsters. You just need two monsters. Apparently, and they could be as many monsters as it said, and etc. etc. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this video today. Be sure to tune in for the next video, and I hope I see you guys in the next video. Bye.